I'm good, mate. How are you?
Good. What are we?
Mate? Yeah, good, mate. Yeah.
What are we driving?
Yeah.
What are we driving today?
This is a Chrysler PT Cruiser.
Nice.
Known on the Australian market, I believe, as the Subaru Impreza WRX STi.
What is better looking, Chrysler PT Cruiser or
your mum?
So what's better looking, the Chrysler PT Cruiser or the bug-eyed Subaru Impreza?
Oh my god! I mean, the PT Cruiser is the worst car on the planet, isn't it?
I think we have to do an episode one day.
Can we?
Yeah, on PT Cruiser, because
it's terrible. It's got to be the worst car we've built. I mean, jokes aside, this is not a pretty car, the Subaru Impreza WRX STi. Certainly not the Bugeye. Like, the GC8 was stunning. I was talking about with Manny this morning. Like, it's timeless. Even today, it looks stunning. Like, it's aged exceptionally well. You know, designs like that we're just not going to get anymore. We'll probably talk about that later in the video when we dive into who actually designed it. But this thing, it just went sideways so quickly. I mean, metaphorically and literally. How can you have gone from the GC8 to this? I mean, from an engineering perspective, it's an incredible car. It's obviously even, you know, further advanced, further engineered than the GC8. Obviously,
guys, the low production quality, ignore the overexposure.
Okay.
This is actually the better WRX from an engineering standpoint.
Better than GC8? I don't know. I mean, a purist will probably tell you no, because it was more of a driver's car anyway, more agricultural, but they certainly made mechanical improvements on the Bugeye. It's still ugly as hell though. I mean, that's the thing with this car, mechanically an improvement, but boy did they get it wrong with the design. Even from stepping from this to the Blob Eye and then obviously to the Hawkeye and all the younger cars.
But yeah, so like imagine this car looked good. It would have...
No, I can't. It's not possible. Well, I can imagine this car looked good. It's called the Hawkeye.
Even that was...
Or the Blob that's in front of us.
There we go.
Ooh, yeah, sunglasses for your camera.
Yeah, sunglasses for your camera.
God, imagine if I crashed this car into that car.
You were... Can we say that you know how to drive a rally car?
A little bit, yeah. I was National Formula 2 champion in the UK. I actually... I won...
We don't need your resume.
This is important. You don't need my resume?
No.
Okay. I won a competition in the UK driving rally cars. I won a Formula 2 championship, and one of the prizes of that championship was to go to oh my god, what was it called? Anyway, the Pyrenees. It was south of France, right? Pyrenees Mountains with ProDrive France to do some testing in their P1 in the ProDrive Subaru Impreza GC8 though.
You could talk about it because there is a strong connection between ProDrive and this vehicle.
100%, yeah.
Discover later.
Yeah, ProDrive were the producer of the rally cars, Subaru, and all the customer cars as well, which I was lucky enough to drive a few of. But yeah, this is probably more famous or more synonymous with Peter Solberg, which is, I guess, probably the most famous version of this car. It's the one you see in all the rally games, like WRC, early, like Richard Burns, Clive McRae games, the famous
Super Off-Road Racing.
555, B18.
That's a really deep cut for video game nerds.
Oh god, yeah. Deep cut. That wasn't even a visual effect. That was not AI. It was literally me doing this.
So I guess
green line.
But then, so the question is, could you drive this car to your accounting office and then drive it on
track? You could. I mean, people do that. This is, you know, again, one of the most popular cars, especially here in Australia, for doing that. Like, I've got a baby seat in the back, right? You can pick the kiddos up, drop them off at home, drive straight to Eastern Creek, take it on the track, and it's a way to go. Put a helmet on.
What's the thing your people do?
My people? Like, that's so racist.
It's like half tarmac, half dirt.
Rally sprint.
Rally sprint, that's the one.
Rally sprint, yeah.
Because you're a PT Cruiser.
You do it, but you wouldn't want to, because you would look like...
A Muppet?
A
Muppet?
A Muppet, yeah.
Muppet. Let's go with Muppet.
I was going to say, like, you lost your mind, but yeah, I was going to swear, actually, but you wouldn't let me. Yeah, so, great car, ugly as hell. And I guess it's kind of famous for being ugly, as we'll talk about later.
Yeah, people have to let us know.
Get a Subaru, mate. Get a Subaru.
But do they want... This is a good question. Do people want us to do this kind of content? Or do they want like a Top Gear type content?
Oh,
or what?
Top Gear's been done, hasn't it? We haven't really got the budget to be going to Africa, have we? And put in line.
Like I can't even expose a camera properly. So.
Well, it is your first day.
Yeah.
Oh look, the Nissan dealership. Do you remember Nissan?
Oh my God!
They're becoming besties with Honda. Honda and Nissan and someone else are going to be one.
I know. Nissan. How many Nissans have you owned?
None, but my dad had a 370Z, which was an awesome car if you didn't have to drive it in peak hour traffic.
Anything else I want to say about the Subaru? Now, it is a delight to drive still, even just filming just now. You know, this is essentially a rally car. Like, it's not, you know, a car that's a rally car is based on. It is technically, but this feels like a rally car. It's raw. I mean, this sounds like cliche.
Actually, can you explain that a bit more? Like, so what's the difference? Like, is it suspension? Is that the number one thing?
Sure. Cut to BO. I'll explain the differences between the rally car and this.
Because that's unique. Like, no one else has. Yeah. There's not that many people on the internet that can say, "Hey, I've driven this as a road car, and I've also driven this in a professional rally car environment." Cool. Good chat.
Yeah.
Anything else?
What I'm doing now is I've stopped. I'm looking at my temperature gauge, which hasn't really moved, and now I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. This does not have a turbo time. Oh, it does, but we haven't got it programmed. No, it probably does absolutely nothing. No, it does, but I just like doing it because it makes me feel special.
Should every turbo owner have an intercooler water spray?
Well, most of them will do it automatically now. This thing,
should my Suzuki Swift?
No, it doesn't need it. The younger cars have auto as well. They have the auto switch.
Yeah, I remember that.
This one's just a manual, so you just hit it. It doesn't make a lot of difference, but you can see the temperature gauge drop down slightly.
I never did it in my Mark V GTI. That's probably why the engine blew up.
Yeah, probably.